Do you crave exciting sports takes and news? Fed up with the same old boring voices you hear on the radio? If you answered yes to any of these questions, you just might be a TBloomaholic. Lucky for you, it's time for another episode of the TBloom Talk Show, the #1 sports podcast in the world. Settle in, my TBloomanites, because another episode starts right now. Live from TBloom headquarters, here's your host, TBloom.
Welcome back to the TBloom Talk Show. I'm your host, TBloom. That is your co-host,
Sir Charles the Eighth.
Happy to have you here with us. And we are back with the Week 2 predictions of the NFL. And man, these are going to be a good one. Settle into your seats, get your popcorn, get your beer, get your weed, get whatever you need, because the next episode of the TBloom Talk Show is starting right about now. Here we go. Boom.
Ooh.
What up, Sir Charles? How's it going, man? Happy Saturday.
It's going good, man. Happy Saturday. Happy Saturday.
Happy
all right.
NFL Eve.
Right. I'm excited. Yeah, this is I'm excited. Get back into the meat of the fucking, meat of the week on Sunday. Yeah. Got nothing planned tomorrow. I'm gonna go make a store run early, get like some pigs in a blanket, some cheese dip, some real football. I'm just gonna sit there all day and enjoy. It's gonna be a good one.
It is going to be a good one, man. And I tell you what, it kind of feels good because we have the Monday Night Football game, us Pittsburgh Steelers fans. It feels good to be able to just shut your mouth. Feels good to just be able to sit back and enjoy a whole Sunday of football with no real expectations, no real, gut-wrenching plays or anything like that. It really feels good. And to know on Monday, the next day, you have something to look forward to. It's a good feeling to have, I think.
Like that Saints-Panthers game. Well, first of all, I have a problem with this. Why are we doing 2 Monday night games only separated by an hour? I can't watch both of these. I know, and I guarantee Red Zone won't be covering it. NFL, I have an issue with this. I'm not sure what I'm supposed to do here.
It's bizarre because usually this happens towards the end of the year.
And they usually, exactly. I mean, normally there's not overlap. Start one real early and start one normal. I don't know. It's whatever. But yeah. I'm not hating on it.
I mean, anytime you can get 2 Monday Night Football games, if I wasn't a Steeler fan, I'd be pumped about it. Doesn't matter. You know where I'm going to be watching. But anyway, let's just go over quickly the Minnesota versus Philly Thursday Night Football game. Let's just give a briefing on what happened there. Philadelphia would end up winning it by 6 points. If you're a betting man and you took that spread, you had the 6-point spread thanks to a garbage touchdown by TJ Hawkinson. And I'll tell you this, I'm a guy who took the Philly spread, but I also had TJ Hawkinson on my fantasy team. So it was a little bit of a, love-hate thing.
I had a parlay cooked up, but Jalen Hurts didn't quite get the passing yards he needed. And let's be honest, he didn't really need them. Any of those bombs to A.J. Brown, if that penalty wouldn't have happened, if he would have just reached, that one would have been right outside. Either of those would have hit and would have been great for my fantasy team with A.J. Brown on my fucking roster. But what you going to do? Win some, you lose some. Fucking great game, though, man. Primetime Cousins kind of shaking that off a little bit. Justin Jefferson is unreal. Addison is damn good, too. That's going to be a scary offense if they ever get a quarterback that can win.
Damn it. And the Kirk Cousins slander continues through week 2, ladies and gentlemen.
It will.
Mr. Charles is not holding back.
Season 0-2. 0-2, Kirk.
Oh, wow.
With this offense.
Yeah. Well, I think the story of this game and the talk around the league so far is what are we going to do about this little Philly scrum that we have every single 4th and goal? I mean, the thing has an over 90% success rate. Is this okay? Is this right? Just quickly give me a yes or no and a couple reasons why.
Let him do his thing, man. Cam Newton did the same thing on the Panthers. I don't want to hear shit about Jalen Hurts doing it on the Eagles. If they want to line
looking like that. Cam Newton used to dive over fucking lines.
He
never used to get pushed by his linemen.
There was some pushing too. I don't know. I don't think it's anything new. Everyone acts like it's something new. I've been seeing the running back get pushed by linemen for years, and that's the big deal.
No, I hear you, man. I think it absolutely.
It's football. Be better. Be stronger than the offensive line. I mean, I don't know what to tell you, defense. It sucks because they're the best offensive line, so I get it. You're going to complain because they're just kind of dominant up front, but be better.
Yeah. My stance on it is, yes, it should still keep going because it's not like other offenses have adopted it into their system. It seems just that Philly has figured it out, and they know how to run it to a success rate that's over 90%, like we just mentioned. And I think it should still be in the league because it's not overtaking the NFL.
No, it's not.
And
I agree.
that is what it is. So that's my agreement on that. But anyways, Philly would go ahead and move to 2-0. Minnesota sitting at 0-2 Thursday Night Football. This coming Sunday, morning games, afternoon games, and the Sunday Night Football games, and the 2 Monday Night Football games. Me and Sir Charles VIII will be going over our predictions. So let's start it off right now. We've got the Green Bay Packers versus the Atlanta Falcons in Atlanta.
Yeah.
Aaron Jones not looking good. Hamstring injury.
He's not playing, man.
Has him unquestionable. It's not looking good. So for you fantasy owners out there, this is the time.
I have him in a league. Yeah, you do too.
Go ahead and find someone on the waiver wire if you can. If you can't, I mean, running back's one of the toughest things to be able to replace, especially in the day before the game. I mean, you got to really pull a rabbit out of a hat if you want to do that.
Almost if you would have had a handcuff, like if you would have had AJ Dillon, with Aaron Jones, if you would have had that, maybe like drafted both of them, you'd be set. But maybe you traded him away and he's coming back.
AJ Dillon, I mean, what did he do? He had like 18 carries for like 30 yards last
30
week,
yards. I was going to say something ridiculous.
Pretty miserable performance. I'm not too sure that I would even be comfortable starting AJ Dillon, but yes, you're right. If you had that opportunity and you did trade him away, you probably did it for a good reason. Maybe you got
and you won that trade because Deontay Johnson went down with a hamstring injury too. You absolutely stole. You ended up. I thought you were crazy. You know what you're talking about. Trust the guy.
Okay.
Yep.
But in terms of this being an injury that's going to do anything for Green Bay, like in terms of it affecting Green Bay's chances to win, I don't think it really matters. I think Green Bay walks away with this pretty easily. I'm not going to say by more than a touchdown.
Atlanta's favored by 1.5 on this spread, right? Which is crazy to me because I agree with you. I think this is the Packers game. I still know Christian Watson, Aaron Jones, I think hurts, but that offense is going to move the ball, and their defense is still just light years. Yeah, I was going to say. I mean, they have an elite running game. The Falcons do for sure, but guess what? They still can't throw, so you can put 8 in the box and just grind it out. And you have Jordan Love, who looks pretty good. I like the Packers. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, man, I like the Packers too. I think it's that's crazy that Atlanta's even.
It's a good bet, actually. I'm gonna have to. Yeah, I'm gonna have to look at that.
They didn't really give up too many rushing yards to the Chicago Bears, which is arguably just as good as a run game to Atlanta.
Close. Yeah, it's close.
But they don't have nearly the amount of talent on the offensive side of the ball that Chicago does. Mm-hmm. So I think Green Bay steamrolls this one. That's my final pick.
Yep, I agree.
Okay, cool. Moving on. Las Vegas versus Buffalo at Buffalo. Buffalo coming off that complete unraveling there at the end in the fourth quarter against the Jets last week. They're at 0-1. But Las Vegas Raiders on a comeback win last week to move to 1-0. Do the Vegas have enough steam? Does the Las Vegas Raiders have enough steam to be able to beat Buffalo in Buffalo after Buffalo coming off a loss?
If Josh Allen plays like he did last week, they can absolutely beat this team. But if Josh Allen is going to come out and maybe have a little fire under his ass and play like he's capable of, no, the Raiders have no shot here. I think the spread's kind of crazy. Buffalo by 8. It's like a negative 400 something to win too, which is I think that's a little excessive after how they played week 1. But I like the Bills. It's just Josh Jacobs looked really bad last week. I don't know if that was just he didn't do training camp. I know that probably has some effect on it, but he sure looked like his old self, not the guy we saw last year. So that's concerning if you're the Raiders. And I think Devontae Adams is banged up too, isn't he? Jacoby Myers already declared out.
Jacoby Myers is out. Chandler Jones is out. So that's going to be a big stench, especially the way Las Vegas and Jimmy Garoppolo used Jacoby Myers last week. It's going to be a tough one to be able to put up enough points for Buffalo against Buffalo to be able to win the game. I'm going to take Buffalo with another steamroll. I mean, I think it's just, I don't know, by 8 points, maybe that's too much, but I think they have the ability to make this one kind of a shit show early for Las Vegas.
Oh, I agree. My only concern is Josh Allen comes out and just, who knows? Maybe he.
I don't think that's the case, man. I get
not,
he had a really bad fourth quarter. That's what Josh Allen had.
Yeah,
he had the game wrapped up, and then he tried to do way too much, and he pooped on himself. But we talked about that before. I mean, I think he comes back. Yeah, I think he comes back.
They can't start 0-2. You know what? One of these Bengals, Bills, or Chiefs team, I feel like will start 0-2. I'm not going to pick any of them to lose probably, but one of these teams is probably going to start 0-2, and that's going to be crazy.
Yeah, it will be crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of the Bengals, let's move on to the Baltimore at Cincinnati Bengals. What do you got here? I mean, this is a matchup that's an intense AFC North matchup. Both these teams, some people think, I'm not saying everyone, but there are people out there that legitimately think they can win the Super Bowl. Both of them. Yeah. Most of them are Baltimore fans, or most of them are Cincinnati fans. But at the end of the day, these are two teams that can play at a high level and potentially beat anybody at any given Sunday. How is Cincinnati going to do bouncing back this week?
I'm still a little concerned about Joe Burrow, honestly. Like he wasn't really throwing the ball like he used to or normally does last week. There's been talk. I've heard some things that calf injury is a little more serious, and he really doesn't have that plant power that he normally does. I mean, he was a shell of himself last week. We'll see how he does this week. That Ravens defense is no joke. Mark Andrews looks like he's going to play. That's big for Lamar, who's coming off a kind of bad game.
I'd say a really bad game.
Yeah, that's a security blanket. So having him out there is it's always good. One of the best tight ends. I'm going to take the Ravens in Cincinnati. So I guess here we go. Here's one of those three to start 0-2. I think the Bengals continue to get off to a slow start, and the Ravens look better than last week.
Yeah, it's really a tough call here, especially after the showing Cincinnati had. We cannot seriously think that that's how they're going to look throughout the whole year. But the matter of fact is, when will they get back to that level of championship play? And will it be this week? I don't know, man. I really don't know. If you look at the injury report, Marlon Humphreys is out. Ronnie Stanley, offensive tackle, is out. Tyler Lindenbaum, center, out for the Ravens. If you think about this Ravens football team, it's a running football team. So having two starting linemen out, probably not in your best interest, especially with J.K. Dobbins off that season-ending injury. Going to be interesting how they do it there. And it's not like since he gave up a shit ton of yards, or the Browns had a good running day. But the thing is, that's all they could do is run the ball. It's not like they were giving up an ungodly amount of running yards. They just got beat by a team and gave up a lot of rushing yards to a team that runs the ball a shit ton. So I think there's some value in listening to that. What it does question is Joseph Osai, DN for the Cincinnati Bengals, is also questionable. If he doesn't play, you got to think that takes a hinder on the D-line for Cincinnati against a team who likes to run the ball, like we said. And then Marcus Bailey, linebacker, is also questionable. Not going to be something that you want to have. Those two players are not players that you necessarily want to be out against the Ravens team. I'm going to say this, Sir Charles. Cincinnati's going to get back on track this week. They're going to finally get it together. Maybe we see Joe Burrow not necessarily play at his MVP level, but I think he does enough to beat the Baltimore Ravens at home this Sunday.
I could absolutely see it. I just, if I'm rooting for the Ravens, there's going to be a little,
well, you have to. You're
it's going to be a little
you're practically a fucking Raven fan at this point.
I'm practically a fan at this point. So, hell, I'm going to a game in 6 weeks. It'll be fun. I'll damn sure be rooting for them, too. Fuck the Seahawks.
Wow. You know what's funny? How much I hate the Seahawks.
I'm rooting for the Ravens.
I don't know
won't you?
Well, I don't know if I'm not rooting for anybody.
That's tough for you, man. I was gonna say that's tough. That's just a game you don't watch because fuck it. Yeah, fuck those teams.
Yeah, pretty much. If I don't
like
have
if the Cowboys and the Patriots, right? Cowboys and Patriots are playing. If I don't have fantasy relevance, I'm not watching that fucking game. Now that Tom Brady's not there. If Tom Brady's there, you can watch the game. That's good football. You can say what you want to say, but
yeah. All right, let's move on. Seattle versus the Detroit Lions. One team, I would say, underperformed last week, and the other team, I would say, overperformed. I mean, fucking beat the Kansas City
Seahawks
Chiefs.
Looked better than they should have, and the Lions didn't quite live up to their potential last week. I agree.
No, flip-flop.
No, you got it backwards.
Whoa, you're telling me the Detroit Lions didn't live up to their potential by beating the Kansas City Chiefs opening night? And the Seahawks,
they had a good game, but 21 points is not what this offense is capable of. You're going to see a lot higher scores than that.
Yeah, but they beat the Kansas City Chiefs in Seattle. They didn't live up to their expectations by losing to the Rams.
They lived up to they exceeded my expectations.
I see what you're getting at there. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that makes sense. If you thought about it that way, then yes, so Charles, you're absolutely right. Seattle put up a damn shit show over there in Seattle last week against some people, a team that me and you both slated as worse in the league. I think this is a runaway, no doubt. No.
What's that say?
No. Mark, cut him up. No, he's not supposed to. Cut him the fuck out.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
Tell Mark right now, I can't have this.
Oh, this is not good, ladies and gentlemen.
Call him then, because this can't be happening. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm sorry about this interruption. Oh, shit. Fucking A.
Oh my God! Fucking
Here we are.
Siege. What are we doing, bud? How's it the mullet?
Ladies and gentlemen,
well,
JC
bud.
Edwards.
Fucking Siege. Look at
What's
that.
going on, Jason?
Heard y'all were talking a little football.
A little bit.
Yeah, we might have been talking. How did you get here? Did you fucking hack our system again? I told Mark's ass to not fucking let you back in. The IP address was switched and everything.
He doesn't know cybersecurity.
I told you I'm always watching. Okay, I'm always watching. I can get past your cheap ass guys over there at network security, whatever the fuck you want to call them. They're doing their jobs.
Okay, all right. Well, fuck.
I told you.
Since you're here, we got the Baltimore Ravens and the Cincinnati Bengals up.
Cousin are doing network security over there. They ain't cutting it, Tanner. Okay.
Look, budget cuts are fucking tough, man. Okay, I got my fucking cousin.
Quit cutting the guy. Come on. We all know you're doing the cybersecurity now, Tanner. Come on.
It's okay. It's okay. I'm giving you a hard time, but what are we talking? What I get into here?
We're on the Baltimore Ravens, Cincinnati Bengals. We're talking about the shit show. Or no, we're not. We're on the Seattle Seahawks and Detroit Lions.
There you go. Yeah, that's better.
What do you guys say?
Lions are going to kill him. Geno, one-hit wonder. He showed his true colors last week. You guys are in trouble. It's going to be a long year.
Don't call it you guys just because I live up here, okay? That's all I got to say. That's all I got to say, okay?
Well, what do you got to say? What do you got to say? What happened last week against Seattle? Like, what's Seattle's problem?
I think they were a little too predictable. Got shut down in the second half. Rams defense knows how to play them, and they knew what they had to do to step up and play them. Geno, I mean, like you could say, showed his true colors, or he got a little stumped because, I mean, they always play – the Rams always play them tough. I mean, they usually lose the Rams. Let's be real. Yeah, doesn't matter who's starting at quarterback. Doesn't matter who's playing what. Aaron Donald in. Doesn't matter. Cooper Kupp in. They usually lose to the Rams. So this will be the week to figure out if they're, like you said, Chase, one-hit wonders or they're real deals because I think the Detroit Lions are – 11-6 this year. I think they're a solid team, probably making the playoffs. They're probably going to take the NFC. I think they're going to take the NFC North over the Vikings. Vikings got lucky last year with a lot of one, you know, what do you want to call it? Like one possession games. They stole all of them. You look at it last year, they won every one possession game they were in, every single one. They're already 0-2 this year.
Oh yeah, they're done. They're telling you Jefferson's be requesting a trade in no time. Just wait.
Or Kirk's gone, they're going to, you know, we'll figure it out. But, I mean, I think, honestly, I'm going to go with the Lions this week. I think they're a real deal.
Wow.
They're a real deal.
I'm going to have to agree with you on that one, Lions, for sure.
I'm going to triple that with saying the Lions will win this week. I think the over is going to hit for sure.
What's the over here?
I don't know.
I don't know either. Hold on. Give me a second.
I think it will be a bounce back, though, because I think the Seahawks are going to put up numbers. This week. It's going to be a shootout.
Detroit is only favored by 4.5 points, which seems wrong.
Over under is only
over 47. Take the over.
Pete's good at keeping them close. Pete's good at keeping them close.
Take Detroit spread too. Fuck it.
Oh, you take it. I think they'll win by.
I think they got a
maybe 7.
Yep. I was gonna say. I think they got a touchdown in them.
Yeah. What's your next game?
Next game, we got the Tennessee Titans versus the Los Angeles Chargers. Tennessee coming off that shit stain of a performance, specifically Ryan Tannehill, 3 picks, couple fumbles. And then on the other side, you got the LA Chargers losing a nut scratcher to the Miami Dolphins. I mean, what Chargers team are we going to get? We're going to get a dominating team, or are we going to get the same team we've had the last couple of years, a team that just cannot fucking figure it out? And then the Tennessee Titans, on the other hand, I mean, what are they this year?
I guess who tends to show up? What's your
Eckler's out.
Eckler's out.
Yeah. Eckler's out, so I think that says about the Chargers. They're not
Who's out?
Themselves. Eckler's out. So Chargers are not themselves.
What do you mean, Kelly? Kelly's the fucking third best rusher in the league right now.
Yeah,
because we had it won't hand up. Line. But what I'm saying is, it all depends on if the defense shows up for the Chargers. If you're going to let them run the ball, Derrick Henry run it down your throat, then the Titans are going to win. But, I mean, I'm going with Jay. I mean, you got to take the quarterback. Who's the better quarterback? Tannehill?
Oh, no, God, no. Herbert all
I
day.
would definitely – I agree with that. I mean, I think the Chargers are a better team. I think Tannehill is just, I don't know what's gotten into him. He never used to have this many mistakes in one game. And then he comes out with 3 picks and 2 lost fumbles last game.
Looking like Miami Tannehill.
Yeah.
Tannehill,
looking like he's trying to do too much.
He's washed. He's gone. He's done. He's no longer a starting caliber QB in the league.
Malik Willis coming soon. Will Levis got beat out in training camp already, so sounds like he's Malik Willis.
I don't think Willis is the man either. I think they're going to suck ass this year.
He puts mayonnaise in his coffee.
QBs. They're going to draft one of the 5 QBs in the draft this year. It'll be Tannehill's last year.
Just like they did the last 2 years. They've got fucking 2 goddamn young quarterbacks on their roster.
But this year, they'll actually get probably the top 5 pick because they're going to suck. I'm taking the Chargers here.
Let's go back to an interesting point Sir Charles bring up. Will Levis puts mayonnaise into his coffee. JC, I know you're a coffee guy. How do you feel about that? Is that something you'd ever do, or how do you feel about that?
I'm going to say no. I'm going to say no here. I got one more quick pick in me. I got to rush you off. I've got to go get some dinner. The family's waiting. You know how it is, Paisan.
What are we eating for dinner? What are we eating for dinner tonight? Share that with us.
Pizza. $5 on pizza, right?
That was last night, okay? That
Damn
was last night.
So close.
You were close.
Hey, man.
I think we're about to go. It's either teriyaki or Mexican food. What do you guys want?
Oh, get the teriyaki.
Yaki.
You know what? I will say teriyaki on the East Coast, not as good. So take it for granted.
Not as many Asians.
It's not no, they are, but it's different. It's different Asians.
Different kind of
it's different. Yeah, the food's not as good. The teriyaki, not even close, man. Not even fucking. It's not Japanese. That's what it is. It's not Japanese. It's something, and it's not the same. So go get some good teriyaki.
Go get some teriyaki.
And with that note, I will go get the teriyaki, and I want to do one more game. Let's touch on the Pittsburgh Steelers, Cleveland Browns here.
All right, you have the floor, JC.
Last week was an utter disappointment, okay?
Yeah.
And I say right now, I'm going to stand by this all season. Fire Matt Canada. Get his ass out of the fucking building. Get him off the team. He's not a fucking NFL coordinator. He's gone. But Mike Tomlin probably won't let him go this year. He's too loyal.
Fire Tomlin, too. It's time.
I'm going to tell you what. This year, we're going to make a comeback this week. Steelers are going. Oh, I'm a bad fan. Are we going to the dog pound?
No. Nah,
Aren't you? It's game. It's game. Pittsburgh Steelers. What's the points? What's the spread?
Cleveland 2.5.
Pittsburgh money line. That's the lock of the week. Kenny Pickett's throwing 2 touchdowns to George Pickens.
Interceptions.
No, 2 touchdowns to George Pickens this week.
Goddamn mouth.
Robinson will probably get 1. It's gonna be a game. You better log into Monday Night Football and be ready to watch. And that's all I gotta say about it. Do you smell what the rock is cooking?
Oh, fucking hell.
Ladies and gentlemen, JC Edwards, and there he is.
Always
I didn't
a pleasure.
want him to get on this. I don't know how he hacked into the system. And going back to that, I'll be honest with you guys. I don't have any IT guys. We had to lay him off, honestly, months ago. And it has been my little cousin Jimmy. He's 10
He's
years
11,
old.
but 10? Shit. He's good, though. He knows PowerPoint.
He's not. He's really into Minecraft, and that's kind of all he does. I just really want him to watch just make sure the router doesn't turn off.
I feel that.
So, yeah. Shout out Jimmy,
man.
He's doing good.
That's why the internet's choppy. He's using it all up playing Minecraft. That's why. So he's
that's how I pay him. I say, yeah, you can come over and use my Wi-Fi if you want, because he's
that's
his
fair.
mom banned him and stuff, but that's neither here nor there. But thank you, JC Edwards, for coming in and hacking in, you goddamn piece of shit.
Fucking bastard.
Maybe we'll see him again down the line. But back to the LA Chargers, Tennessee. I think me and you both made it clear we're going with the LA Chargers, right?
I do. My only thing is that their defense, I know they got the talent. They don't click. So, I mean, I know they can win a shootout, and they might turn into this because I think Derrick Henry might just run it down their goddamn throat over and over. This feels like a Derrick Henry game. The Chargers are one of those teams where Derrick Henry can just go run at, I think. So, I think it's going to be a little closer than people expect.
I mean, that's how the Chargers roll, right? I mean, all these games they should be winning.
That's true. That's exactly. Yep. That's fair.
Well, if you look at it here, I mean, Tennessee Titans, Armani Hooker's out. Kristen Fulton's out, the cornerback. Mm-hmm. DeAndre Hopkins questionable. Peter Chernovsky.
It's looking like he's not going to play, too. So,
and then you got Chris Rumpf, the second, out for the Chargers. Austin Eckler's obviously out.
That's
Joey
big.
Bosa's questionable.
If you have Mike Williams or Keenan Allen on your fantasy team, play him this week, because without without Eckler there, they're gonna get a lot of targets.
Yeah.
Maybe even Gerald Everett. If you need a fucking waiver wire tight end, I know he had a dud week 1, but
That guy's a hit or miss. That's for sure.
he is. But when he hits, he hits.
All right, let's move
get
on.
off these losers. Yeah.
Chicago Bears versus the Tampa Bay Bucks, the shit stain game of the week. I'm gonna go ahead and go with
shit stain of the week.
Okay. Oh, what are you, a big Bear guy, big Buck?
I don't know. I think Giants. I think Giants Cardinals.
Game.
I think Giants Cardinals is definitely the. I mean,
no, because the Giants
Commanders
are actually,
Broncos. There's some stinkers this week, man.
Tampa and Chicago will be the bottom of the league.
Maybe I don't know. I think Tampa's gonna be better than they. If you start them off, I got Tampa. I got Tampa winning.
If you got Tampa, I got Chicago.
All right, that's fair. I think Justin Fields sucks as a quarterback, and I think it's going to continue to show itself. He didn't even look comfortable last week, so I think they're actually Bears going to draft a quarterback this year. Mark my words.
I doubt that. I mean, I think they're especially if it doesn't go this
Standers.
If it doesn't go right this year for Justin Fields, I think they give him another year of let's make it happen. But yeah, I don't think they're going to be drafting a quarterback anytime soon.
It should be.
But I mean, I don't really want to spend too much time on this game. It's a shit stain game.
That's fine.
Yep. You go Tampa, Buccaneers. I go Chicago.
Yep. All right. Let's get to
a good game. All right. Next game, maybe one of the biggest games of the week, the Kansas City Chiefs against the Jacksonville Jaguars. If you remember back to last year, this was a good playoff game. I mean, the Jaguars took it all the way down to the end, couldn't make it happen. But man, you got to think that they have a solid chance, especially after seeing Kansas City's offense last week. I know they didn't have Travis Kelce, but it's like, man, put two guys in Travis Kelce, double them all game. Who does he have to throw to after that?
Yeah.
Not many people. In the Jacksonville, they look hungry. They look ready. They're at home.
Yeah, they do.
They have weapons. You're
going to pick the Jags too, aren't you? You son of a bitch.
You know what? I don't even know who I'm going to pick. As I'm building myself up, it's hard to say that they won't win.
I like the Jags. I think Calvin Ridley looked legit.
What's the spread? What are we looking at?
Wide receiver 1 material. Kansas City 3. That's a close spread for a Kansas City game, especially with Kelce back. I think if Kelce didn't come back, it'd be real close. But I like the Jags in this at home. Trevor Lawrence didn't look great, but dude, Calvin Ridley, as that develops, that's a scary combo. Like I called it. I would like to just after week 1, I would like to just announce I said that duo was going to be deadly. So yeah, I'm gonna take the Jags. Chiefs wide receivers. It's a problem. They need Juju. You know, I never thought I'd say they miss Juju. That wide receiver core misses Juju. And that's saying something because that's an issue.
Kelce.
They can't catch the ball. Juju. They do, but they're going to miss Juju throughout the year too. Mark my words. But Jaguars. I'll
go Chiefs.
3. So
I'll go Chiefs.
You go Chiefs. All right.
Yeah, I will. By the way, you need your picks in by tonight or by obviously kickoff tomorrow.
Yeah, I got you. I got you for sure.
Yeah, I know you do.
This helps me, with my picks. We go through all the games.
I'm literally, I'm checking mine off.
I just take all yours. You're doing yours, aren't you? This is where I do mine too. I go through them. Like, all right, you know what?
This is how I'm doing them. Yeah.
All right.
Okay, next one: Indianapolis Colts versus the Houston Texans. Another shit stain game.
Rookie quarterback duel. Yeah,
that's right. Anthony Richardson versus CJ Stroud. Game number 1. I got a question for you.
I like
this
that.
Going to be a series between these two QBs that exceeds more than 10 games?
Yes. I'm giving it an 80% yes. I think Anthony Richardson is gonna stick after 1 week. CJ Stroud looked decent too, but Anthony Richardson, he's gonna stick because even if that's the best thrower he is, he's probably an NFL quarterback with the way he runs the ball. So that just is what it is. Looked better than Justin Fields last week. Not that that's saying a lot.
Oh yeah.
But I mean, like leaps and bounds. But
he doesn't have nearly the talent on his
team. And when
team.
JT comes back week 5, which is it sounds like that's what's going to happen. I mean, look out. That's going to be something.
Yeah, man. I agree. My only problem is Houston. I mean, these teams just. I don't think it does,
Houston,
dude.
1
I'm not
point
a big
spread.
fan of CJ
Yeah.
Stroud. I'm not a big fan of Ohio State quarterbacks, and I wasn't too impressed. The only thing I can't say is, I mean, it's not like CJ Stroud has a ton of talent around him. He has Damian Pierce, Nico Collins, but even then, that's not fucking breaking the bank for me. I'm gonna say no. I think CJ Stroud's out early, but for this matchup right now, tomorrow, I'm gonna say that Indianapolis Colts will lose this one and the Houston Texans will win. I
Wow.
think it's going to have to do with turnovers by Anthony Richardson. He's going to force a few balls. The Houston's defense against the Baltimore Ravens did a pretty good job, especially against the run, kept it a game. Obviously, towards the end, it kind of got out of hand, but I think the Houston Texans actually make this happen for them. And yeah, that's what I'm seeing.
This one is a kind of a coin flip for me. I'm going to go with the better quarterback. I don't like same things you said. I don't have faith in Ohio State quarterbacks too. I think CJ Stroud, but he looked like an actual quarterback, I will say. But yeah, I'm gonna go with the Colts. I think they got something here with Anthony Richardson. Colts fans should be excited, especially if JT comes back. This team might be decent this year if that's how Anthony Richardson's gonna play all year. If their defense can get their shit together. Great game coming up next. I like this next one. Let's talk about it.
Yeah, I don't know about that. The San Francisco 49ers versus the LA Rams. LA pulling off the upset last week against the Seattle Seahawks. San Francisco obviously coming off that absolute clusterfuck against the Steelers and dominating them. However, this is an NFC West matchup. They typically play each other tough. Is that going to be the case here?
Yeah. I mean, it'll be a closer game than it should be, in my opinion. I don't know. Shanahan seems to always kind of have McVay's number, though. Kind of like the Rams always seem to beat the Seahawks. I mean, McVay came up under Shanahan, so part of you kind of expects it, going against kind of the guy who taught you a lot of your stuff can always be a little challenging. Yeah, but I'm gonna take the Niners here. They're just firing on all cylinders. That offense looks just crazy, and that's really not something you say about a Niners team a lot. Christian McCaffrey really changed that team. Ayuk's coming into his own.
No, man. I think the last 3 years since what's his name? Since Kyle Shanahan stepped in, the Niners offense has been top tier.
But I mean, last week looked ridiculous. Christian McCaffrey really put it over the top. I mean, we always had decent running backs, but I mean, that kind of talent at that position, I think it opened up the field for everyone else. At least it's kind of looked that way to me. I think the Rams have a decent game. Puka Nacua, I almost want to start you, buddy. I have you on my bench. You're going against the Niners. I hope he goes out. He's playing, so he's playing though. They said he's going to play. So, they said it looks like he's going to play. Or yeah, So I don't know. I'm gonna take the Niners. 7-point spread. I think they win by 10.
It's a 7-point spread.
Take the spread.
7 points.
7-point spread in LA, which is a home team. Do they not realize? Yeah. Do they not? They forget that anywhere in California since the Raiders have left, that's a home game for the Niners.
Yeah.
It's not like it's an advantage being in LA for the Rams. That's just, I'm sorry, California is Niner country. It just is what it is. So yeah, it's gonna be a tough game for the Rams. It just is what it is.
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna have to go with the Niners here just by I just don't see it. I don't see how the Rams do it twice in 1 week. Like you said, there is no really home field advantage for any LA team. San Francisco, to me, looks like the best team in the league, and for that reason and that reason only, I will be going with them. Let's move on to the Arizona Cardinals versus the New York Giants. Can the Giants get back on track here? What's going on with your connection?
Damn straight they can. Are you bad? Are you good?
You're glitching,
I just plugged
dude.
in my laptop, if that's what's going weird. Are we good?
Now it's saying my network bandwidth is low. What the fuck? Who are you to tell me my bandwidth? This is bullshit.
Is taking all the goddamn fucking Wi-Fi, playing Minecraft. It's all fucked up. Too much Minecraft. Tell Timmy to get off Minecraft.
It's Jimmy. Jimmy!
Ah, shit. Timmy Jimmyson. But yeah, the Giants get back on track. Let's try here. they're playing the Cardinals. Josh Dobbs, you know how we feel about him. If you've watched anything this, you know how we feel about him.
Yeah.
Saquon Barkley's going to run all over this defense. I think they're just going to hand it off and let Barkley do his thing. I don't think there's anything else they have to do, but just do that, take care of the football, and they'll win the game. So don't
give up
overthink it.
40 points.
Don't get cute. Just play that too. Play Giants football. Just take care of the ball and just win in the trenches, which is what I hope to see. Their tackle's out though, so that's scary. Andrew Thomas. But if there was anyone on that team to be scared of, it would be scary. But I don't know that there is. So go Giants.
Yeah.
4-point spread. They're going to blow that away.
They're
not the team
dude,
you saw last
I'm
week.
going
I'm
to the
sorry. That's
casino
not the Giants.
tomorrow. Are you a 4-point fucking
I trust me. I've been looking at, dude, I'm building the parlay. I can tell you that much. We're going to build a little fucking 6, 7, 5. I don't know. Something. $10
I might be
is going
rich
on
tomorrow.
That's for sure.
Breaking
There's some
news,
crazy
this
spreads
might
here.
be my last
Yeah,
podcast
right? It's
because
possible.
I fucking will be rich by tomorrow after all these point spreads. There's no fucking way that they have it at that.
So you only do this for the money. I knew it. I fucking knew it. You're in it
That's
for
all
the
I
money.
really care about. I mean, you can tell by my blank wall, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, fucking, I don't care about anything else but the money. Just kidding, TBloomanites. Of course I care about you guys. Come on, huh? But, I mean, damn, these point spreads so far are completely ridiculous. 4 points?
Any game where Dobbs is the quarterback of the opposing team, the other team should be favored by at least a touchdown.
Yeah.
I know it didn't happen last week, but that's the Commanders. That's not the Giants are a different caliber of I know they looked terrible last week, but don't overreact. It's a better team than that. Yeah, Giants by 13.
Yeah, something like that. Let's move on. I'm going with the Giants as well. We'll move on to the other New York team, the New York Jets, the New York brother that just can't seem to get his shit together, you know, even when he has his cards stacked to his
redheaded
favor.
stepchild.
The New York Jets versus the Dallas Cowboys.
Ooh, you saw what they just did in New York last week.
Yeah, but I don't know, man. Something tells me the Dallas Cowboys ain't that good.
Oh God, no, they're definitely not that good. That was a fluky game. That some of that was luck. That just that was an overreach for both teams.
Mm-hmm.
But the Jets have Zach Wilson at quarterback, so you can't like that.
No, you can't.
I'm taking the Cowboys. This spread looks more reasonable. Cowboys 8.5. All right, sports books. Maybe you do know what you're talking about a little bit because that's a tough call right there. Because this Jets team is still good with Zach Wilson at quarterback. But I'm going to take the Cowboys. I don't like the spread though. Maybe take the Cowboys money line or the Jets spread plus 8.5.
Yeah.
Dak Prescott's not going to do a whole lot against that defense. Tony Pollard probably won't either. Quinnen Williams is really good. I don't know, man. We'll see what happens.
Yeah,
if Breece Hall hits some home runs again, Cowboys might be in trouble.
And it could happen. I mean, Zach Wilson is the type of quarterback that he's going to either make big plays or nothing. And if he can make some big plays against Dallas, then this will be a good game, but I doubt he will. Dallas is too. As long as Dallas just plays to 75% of their potential, they'll handle this game no problem, specifically because of Zach Wilson. And it sucks to say.
Trayvon Diggs interception. Calling it right now. I don't know what the odds are on that.
I wouldn't doubt that he has two.
Yeah, it's that. But yeah.
Yeah, so
poor Jets, man.
Not even poor Jets. Fuck the Jets.
Did you hear? Actually, Roger said he might be back for playoffs. He's having he had a new Achilles surgery that is supposed to be a way faster recovery time, and said
I did hear that. Yeah,
and he said he will be back if they make the playoff, which is crazy. That fucking guy, man. He took some ayahuasca. He sat in the dark for 24 hours and was like, "Give me the gorilla tendon. Give me the gorilla Achilles."
They're like, "Are you sure, Aaron? I mean, this is at a 0% success rate.
We've never done this.
There's only been 3 surgeons to even ever attempt it, and they're no longer surgeons anymore. I don't
know.
You fucking put me under.
Hey.
That's what you do."
Peyton Manning did it. He went to Europe to get the stem cells because no one would touch him over here. That's the only reason Peyton Manning ever played again. So take your chances, man. If Aaron Rodgers, I believe in the guy. I'm excited to hear he's coming back because I do want to see him with Garrett Wilson for at least a goddamn season as a football fan. Give me that, goddamn it. So Yeah, but not this season. Garrett Wilson's gonna
Not this
suck.
week, at least. Not this
No.
week. Dallas is going to roll.
Yeah.
Dallas will roll, I think. And I think you think that too. Next game, we got the Washington Commanders versus the Denver Broncos. Washington coming off their first win of the season against the Arizona Cardinals. Wasn't by any means an easy win, but they got the dub.
Mm-hmm.
Sam Howell making his case as MVP to start the year. He's on track. And then you got the Denver Broncos. Actually look like somewhat of a good football team under Sean Payton. I mean, they did. They made it a good game against
they looked okay.
Raiders.
Against the Raiders, yeah. But Russell Wilson looks like last year's Russell Wilson to me. So
I don't know. He didn't put up any pick. He didn't throw a pick.
He didn't throw a pick, but he also his average depth of target was depth of throw was like 3-point-something yards. He was the second lowest in the NFL last week, second or third. Like way lowest of his career.
Just because you said that,
which is the Sean Payton offense. It's okay. All right. Just because I said that. I'm going to take the Commanders. Sam Hooten Howell is going to have a hell of a game.
That's
Terry
a hell of a guy.
McLaurin might actually be healthy this week. I don't know. I still like the Commanders. Their defense is always good for some reason. Even I just think of this team as garbage until I watched them on the field. And I was like, oh, yeah, they got that big boy up the middle. What's his name? Jonathan Allen? Absolute stud.
Mm-hmm.
Is that his name? Allen? Jonathan Allen, the defensive tackle? Yeah. They have Josh Allen too.
Who does Josh Allen play for?
The Bills. Fucking jabroni. Oh my god.
Obviously not that Josh Allen. You stain.
I don't know. I'm trying to find him. There's the only Josh Allen I can find. This is fucked up. If you're the other Josh Allen, you got to feel like you look up your name.
I'm pretty sure he plays for the fucking
Jaguars.
Commanders.
No,
the Jags. Okay, never mind. Forget what I said.
No, Jonathan Allen, the old Alabama defensive lineman. He's the Commanders defensive tackle. That dude is a fucking monster. Try to run against him in Madden. Have fucking fun. It's not fun at all. So that tells you what you need to know about that defensive line. I'm gonna take the Commanders. The Denver 3.5-point spread. I get it. They're at home. Oh, they're at home. Denver at home.
Yeah, mile high, baby.
Whoa!
You know why they call it mile high, right?
I don't know. It's a club. Giggity.
No, god damn it. They call it mile high
because it's a mile in the air, obviously.
No, because you're so stoned, you're that high, baby. That's what it is, man. You're Cheech, you're Chong all the way
shit on Washington, and I'll Cheech Chong hit the bong. Give me the Broncos, god damn it! I'm gonna.
No, you just said the Commanders.
I'm changing this. I'm take the Commanders. All right, I know. I didn't realize Denver was at home. They give me the Commanders. Fuck it, I'll stick with it.
Pick the Commanders, dude. I tell you right now, Sam Howell will at least keep it close. Let's move on. Next game, game of the Sunday Night Football. Miami versus the New England Patriots.
Spread.
What's the spread?
Miami 2.5. 2.5 against the goddamn Patriots.
If they're gonna win, they're gonna win by a lot more than 3 points.
That's for sure. Or if they're gonna win by at least 3. I have a lot of confidence in that. Yeah. That's a weird fucking spread.
I'm gonna go ahead and say
Tua's had his worst games against the Pats, though. I will say that. Tua.
I'm going New England.
You're gonna take New England, huh?
Yeah.
Okay, look at you. I'm gonna go Dolphins. Belichick has always been able to scheme things up for Tua and giving him problems. Probably because him and Nick Saban are so buddy. So he knows all Tua's weaknesses. I'm still gonna go with the Dolphins though. That Tyreek Hill. That's all I gotta say. Tyreek Hill. What's their answer for Tyreek Hill? Scheme whatever you want. I don't know if there's a schemable answer for Tyreek Hill, and you definitely don't got the talent. Yeah, but I know, but you definitely don't have the talent to cover him either on that defense. Not anymore.
Talent.
Not
you got
anymore.
The coaching.
Those days are gone. Everyone's gone. Gilmore's gone. Yeah, it depends. Not for Tyreek Hill. I think Tyreek Hill, you need talent and coaching. That guy's different. Give me the Dolphins by 7.
Okay, we'll see about that. I like how we got a lot of differences here.
A lot of variance this week. Yep.
Okay. Let's finish it off with the last 2 games, the Monday night games, New Orleans versus Carolina. I'm going to tell you right now, the Saints are going to win this.
Oh yeah, I agree. Bryce Young didn't look great. Saints defense is elite. Derek Carr is a capable quarterback. Michael Thomas is healthy. Chris Olave is Chris Olave.
Yeah.
I think it's a no-brainer. There's really not much I like about the Panthers. Adam Thielen is a shell of himself. DJ Chark, I'm not sure if he's even going to play. And Hayden Hurst had a good game, but he's been on 4 teams in his NFL career. I'm gonna tell you right now, when you've been on that many teams, you're not a good NFL tight end. You're just not that good. I know they develop late, but you don't bounce around like unless you're Darren Waller, I guess, did it a little bit, but
Darren
I don't
Waller
know. I don't see
played
it.
for the Raiders.
Ravens, bud. He was a Ravens wide receiver for like 3 years.
Darren Waller?
Yes, he got kicked out of the league for substance abuse for a year. He was a wide receiver before he was a tight end. You didn't know about this?
I don't know about that.
Google it right now, bud. You're going to be shocked. I guarantee
Darren Waller, the Raiders tight end?
Yeah.
Or now the Giants tight end?
Yep. Him and Hayden Hurst played together on the Ravens, bud. Dropping bombs.
I did not know that. Wow.
Moms. Ravens 2015 to 2018. Ba-boom.
No, Ravens 2015, 2016.
He got kicked out of the league for substance abuse, got sober. Raiders gave him a shot.
Wow. Well, that just shows you how the Ravens fumbled the bag there.
Yeah.
What a fucking bunch of nids.
Well, he was
the more you know.
He had drug issues. He was suspended from the league for like a year and a half, but he got clean. Raiders gave him a shot on the practice squad. He learned it from there. You love to see it. But yeah, that's a
fun fact right there. I like that. Thank you, Sir Charles.
That is a fun fact. Clips. This is a good clip. That clip.
It will be clipped. So yeah, I'm going New Orleans against Carolina as well.
Word.
I mean, same shit you said, man. Just a more prepared team.
No brainer. Look at the spread again.
They're going through
New England or New Orleans 3-point spread. 3-point spread.
God, I'm gonna take that one too.
I'm telling you, there's 4 or 5 spreads I'm gonna throw in a parlay.
I might have to go there tonight and do it. Fuck.
You might. You got time. Yeah. Can't you? Okay. Don't the sports books work on Tribal? If you pull up, can't you pull up DraftKings if you're on the property and bet?
No.
I think you can. Oh, really?
I mean, I'll try it, but I don't think that's how it works.
I
know I can go on bet because it's an MGMM.
You can use your sports book.
Fuck, man, my internet's so fucking trash right now. But yeah, I have MGM, and I can do it through there. But they make you the way you have to sign up is so stupid. You have to put $100 down payment.
Yep, but MGM is retarded. I don't use it because I started to sign up and was like,
Yeah. Like, why do you need $100 down payment for what? Won't do it. I'll walk in that bitch, get my tickets myself, and there's something to be said about having that ticket in your hand. It's a different feeling. Last game of the
ripping it up
week,
when you lose.
The week that the Pittsburgh Steelers are going to get back on track. Pittsburgh Steelers will win this game. It won't be by much, but it will be enough for them to move on. I'm going to say the Pittsburgh Steelers take it. To lose 2 games at home is going to be tough.
Be a rough start. Yeah.
Be a rough start.
I got the Browns. Myles Garrett looked like Myles Garrett. I mean, not that the Steelers defense is good, but I know the Niners are good, but that's concerning. I don't care what offense you're playing. No Steelers defense should ever allow that. That just was wrong to me. I know Deshaun Watson looked terrible, but Kenny Pickett looked just as bad. I like Chubb more than I like any running back on the Steelers. I like Amari Cooper, more than I like any wide receiver on the Steelers with Deontay Johnson out.
You don't even.
I do.
That.
I don't like George Pickens makes great highlight receptions, but he is not a consistent star at the end. Everyone talks about him like he's this guy.
We don't give him the ball. We don't. He doesn't have a quarterback
for
the guy.
You're right. He doesn't have a quarterback.
We don't have a fucking offensive coordinator that knows how to fucking make plays for the guy.
You guys got to fire Tomlin, man. I hate to say it, but it's time. You guys got to get rid of that guy. He had a good run.
He needs a rude awakening, that's for sure. I mean, firing,
but yeah,
that's out of our realm. We don't fire head coaches. We've only had 3 head coaches.
You don't fire
since the fucking 60s.
Time for change. Not time
for change.
But Browns are going to win this. It's going to be a dark day in Pittsburgh. A lot of people had high hopes.
You shut your goddamn mouth, Sir Charles.
I'm just being honest with you. The Browns are going to win this.
Dude, you're so smoked. Why do you have so much faith in the Browns?
Cause
it's not even your faith in the Browns. I seen it right there. It's not your faith in the Browns. No, it's
not. You were sitting there.
I was actually trying to come up.
No, I was trying to come up with a elves joke like Jamar Chase last week, but I just couldn't come up with one. That was what that pause was there. I was trying to come up with elves in some way, but no, look what they just did to the Bengals. I think they have a good team. I wish they had a quarterback, but
pouring rain. Joe Burrow, the slowest starter.
Yeah, look at that. They did the rain dance and everything. Look what they did to Joe Burrow. I mean,
dude, forget about it. I'm going Pittsburgh.
I'm taking the Browns and take the spread too. 2.5. Take it.
Oh my God. Well, there you have it, folks. That's the end of the fucking TBloom Talk Show. Week 2 predictions. I'm your host, TBloom. That's your co-host,
Sir Charles VIII.
And we will see you next week, Sir Charles. Good fucking luck. I hope you use the Rams.
Absolutely. Not going to happen.